Okay, so today we're gonna make drum roll home fries. Everybody, when I say everybody, everybody loves my home fries. Okay guys, so I peeled the potatoes, I washed the potatoes, and now we're gonna cut the potatoes. I like to cut them a certain way. So I like to go sideways, cut like, you see, about that thickness. Then once it's cut like that, turn it around and cut it once in the middle. I feel that that gives you the perfect size. If you want smaller, you can cut them in half. Just don't cut them too small because you don't want mashed potatoes. You want home fries, you know? So let's finish these off. Once again. Okay, now that we're ready to start the home fries, you get your frying pan, put the potatoes in there. I like to say, depending on how many potatoes you're making, the bigger pan you're gonna need. I personally like to use frying pans over an actual pot because that's how I make sure that I don't over boil it, you know. So I put it in a frying pan. It's basically, I don't want to put the water all the way to the top because I don't want it to boil over, but that's good. You can take a little bit of salt just to make it, it's good, just to make it boil faster, and you know. Now that we got our pepper together, let's get the onion going. Okay guys, so as you can see, it's drying up. It's still boiling. I usually like to take a fork, poke a hole. You see, like, that's not quite ready, but almost ready. We're gonna put a little bit more water in here, just so that it has room to keep boiling. And we'll be right back. Okay guys, now it's time to see if they're soft enough. Take this one. See how the fork went right through? That if you turn it, it'll break. That's how you know. See that? That's how you know it's ready. You don't want it to be too soft because then it's gonna become mashed potatoes. You come and you put it in a strainer. Oops, one got away. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do here is add butter. I usually like to use the tub butter because it's easier to, you know, take it out and spread, but I don't have any of that one right now. So we're just gonna use whichever one we do have. Put a few in there, a few little pieces. Now here's the thing. The butter might not sound like it's important at all, but to me, it's actually one of the most important parts. Because the more butter you put, the easier the slit is gonna be. And you'll see what I mean by that. So try to at least, you know, move the butter so it's touching all of the potatoes, at least a little bit. Because what you don't want is to put your seasoning on there and it's just like dry seasoning on dry potatoes. That's not gonna move around. And your home fries are not gonna be what's up. So there it is. You see how? Now I start with sazon. I always just use one, never more than one. And probably not even the whole packet. Especially for an amount of potatoes like this. You just add a little bit like that there. See, there's only a little bit in here, but I don't really need that little bit. We're gonna add some adobo. Nothing crazy. A little bit of garlic powder. Your onions and peppers. Remember that we cut up earlier. And parsley. Dry parsley. Okay, so I like to use this spatula right now, as you can see, to move it around. You can turn the stove on now because we want all the seasonings to cook in there, into the potatoes, fry it in there. This is gonna be so good, y'all. Y'all gonna see, y'all gonna be like, oh my God. So just mixing it around, getting the seasoning on everything, which is easy now because of the butter, you know? If not, we'd be here like, okay, the seasoning isn't distributing evenly. That's not done yet. At least not to my standards. So now we would cover this and lower the flame really low. And while that's happening, I'm gonna go do the bacon and eggs and we'll be back. Okay guys, so let's see how this is going. Look at that, wow. Now we are ready to, as I call it, plate. There it is, guys. Home fries with bacon and eggs. I like my bacon crunchy but soft. You can make yours however you like. You know, it's totally up to you. I like my eggs yolky. Look at that.